Here with helpful insight on creating a healthy space for communication in your relationship is wife and author Dannie C. Kelly. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So wow, this really is a trend we're seeing. Fewer people are getting married at all, but those who do are waiting until a little later in life. Huh?
Yes, that's exactly right, which is why I'm so passionate about it, because we're waiting later, and what that means is our marriages aren't looking like our parents or our grandparents' marriages. It's a completely different avenue. We have social media. Women are bosses now, so we're actually working, and we're waiting a little bit later. And so that's why I'm so passionate to talk about marriage, is because I want, millennials to know they can be successful. The divorce rate is also high for millennial marriages. And so I'm here to just say, listen, you can have a marriage that doesn't look traditional or may not look like your parents and still be successful.
Why is it that they're choosing to not get married right away?
Yeah, well, I think it's a lot of different factors, but one of the reasons is certainly money. We are the largest generation with so much debt. And so it's kind of like, I really want to wait a little bit. Another thing is we get to explore a lot more. We are traveling nowadays. So now it's not so much where the goal is just to get married and be in the home, but it's saying, I want to live a little bit. I want to explore a little bit. And so we're really excited about that.
And you have some tips today to help millennials sort of navigate marriage. You say the first thing is take turns planning a date.
Absolutely. So things have shaken up a little bit, and so it's no longer just the male role or the dominant role in the relationship in order to plan the date. In fact, us ladies, I love planning date night for me and my husband some days. So one of the things we could do is really take turns with that, and maybe he'll plan one weekend, I'll do something else the other weekend, and then it keeps it fresh, it keeps it alive, and everyone gets to enjoy and do something they want to do.
Well, I think this advice goes across any married couple or any couple that's in a long-term relationship, because that is good to make sure you plan the date. I think that's important. I always tell people when they have children, don't forget that you're a couple.
Yes.
You have to communicate.
Yes.
What is this? You say coffee first.
Yes.
What does that mean?
That's one of my favorites. Yeah, so I talk about that in my book. And what it's about having coffee talk, not cranky talk. So a lot of times, we as millennials, we have our coffee, or nowadays sometimes it's tea as well. And once we get through that coffee, we're able to be more relaxed, more friendly. And so we want to keep that in mind when we're conversing with our partner. We want to make sure that we're telling them, listen, we're giving you the best of us. So I always encourage ladies and women, have your coffee first before you encounter your spouse.
I needed to have a conversation, to be totally honest with you.
I think it's also good to not come at, if there's something that's bothering you and you need to talk with someone, you can't just come at them.
Exactly.
Have the coffee and then say,
process.
look, we need to get down to business. Okay, let's talk about the apps, because in the social media world, this is something that millennials are dealing with that our grandparents did not.
Yeah.
But you say that we can actually use all of these apps and distractions in our favor.
Exactly. So I like to look at technology as something that truly helps us. So many people say it's a distraction, but one of the great things that I love about apps is that it can help with romantic date nights. Maybe instead of you call a limo for your partner, maybe you call up an Uber and surprise them and just say, hey, meet me here. Maybe one of the things that I love to do is I love to schedule text messages to my husband of just sweet nothings. So maybe, yes, I am a boss, I am an entrepreneur, I'm working all the time, but when I do have that time to think and I know, listen, I really want to tell him something sweet and something nice, I can schedule it so I make sure that he still gets it, and it keeps our communication going.
I didn't even know you could schedule text messages.
Yes.
I didn't either.
Right?
We gotta have you back so you can teach us how to do that.
Yes.
And we'll cover some more points the next time.
For sure.
Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you all would like to connect with Dannie, visit the Scene on Houston Life section on our website, houstonlife.tv.
Great to see you.
Thanks.